What's your name?
So my name is Khush Muhammad.
Okay, fine. Khush Muhammad, I would like to ask you some questions of IELTS Speaking Part 1.
Sure, sir.
Do you use computer?
I don't use too much computer, but whenever I have a piece of work on computer, I use a computer at that time.
Okay. And what do you usually do when you use computer?
I use computer for my study purposes, especially. I used to download some materials from YouTubes and other websites.
Can you tell me about your educational background?
Yes, sir. I did my matric in science, then the same result in the FSC, in the intermediate. I did my intermediate
with pre-engineering or with
pre-engineering? With pre-engineering.
Okay.
Then after I changed the way I came towards humanitarian group, and then I did my master in mass communication and journalism from University of Peshawar.
So this is your field?
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay, fine.
Sure.
So during your masters in communication, right, what was your favorite subject?
My favorite subject was journalistic language, because I feel that I'm a linguist, and I always love to study different languages, and journalistic language.
Is there any particular language for like journalism?
Yes, sir, sure. So literary language and journalistic language are both different, because whenever we write news reports, so we used to write specific terms, and we always use the first tense for the past events also, but in literature that is not possible.
This is what I've observed in the news headlines.
Yes.
They write, for example, if you take Dawn or the news, they write simple present tense in the headlines. But when we go for the description, Prime Minister visited Saudi Arabia yesterday, but in title, Prime Minister visits Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, in the headline you always use the present tense, simple present tense.
In description there is a past tense. Fine. Okay. What can be the advantages of using internet?
So actually in the current era is the era of internet. So using internet has many benefits in the current era. Without internet we can't do anything in this era.
Okay. So you recommend students to use internet?
Absolutely, but not too much, because it has some harmful effects also. It may affect their eyesight.
They should use for the sake of information and for the sake of study, not for the entertainment.
Not for the entertainment purpose.
Okay, fine. Moving on, I'll ask you some questions about place. Describe a place you like to go, you like to visit.
So to be honest, sir, I belong to the northern areas of Pakistan.
Where are you from?
I am from Chitral, KPK, which is about 300 kilometers away from Islamabad, which is the capital of Pakistan.
That is only 300 kilometers away, but if we talk about hours, then how many hours you take?
It takes 7-8 hours.
7 to 8 hours. This is not like motorway, you would be there in 3 hours.
Our roads are very rough.
It's a hilly area.
Hilly area, and the roads are very rough. So it's really Herculean task to drive a vehicle, vehicle.
The question was, tell me about the place you would like to visit.
I have visited all the areas, mountain, I have visited all the mountains and hilly areas. Now I would like to go somewhere there is plain area like towards Punjab, towards south, Punjab and Karachi, etc. Yes.
Have you been there in Karachi?
I have been for a while, so only for 1 month.
Only for 1 month.
Yes.
So did you visit Sea View and Hawke's Bay, Manor Island?
Yes, absolutely. I visited.
You visited all these areas.
All these areas.
Okay. So what do you prefer to live in? Your own area, Chitral, like hilly area and mountainous area, or you like to live in the plains like Rawalpindi, Islamabad, like Karachi? Which place would you prefer?
My nature is to live in the hilly areas, but due to some problems, I have to move towards city areas because our area is lack of facilities like health, education, all other things.
So where did you continue your study, your university study?
I continued my university studies from University of Peshawar.
University of Peshawar. So you used to live in Peshawar?
Yes, I used to live in Peshawar during my studies.
Fine. Okay, what language is being spoken there in your hometown and in Peshawar?
So in our hometown we speak Chitrali language, which is local language.
That is different from Pashto?
That is completely different from Pashto, and in Peshawar people used to speak Pashto.
people used to speak mean, people
when I was
in
there.
Past.
In
okay,
past,
when you were there,
there,
people used to speak, and people speak Pashto.
Currently, they are also speaking.
So,
English.
have you learned Pashto as well?
Little bit, but not completely.
Okay, fine. What do you do in your free time?
I don't have free time. Whenever I get free time, because of busy routine, I don't have time. Whenever I get free time, I would like to play with my friends. I like to play football.
And you also like to play polo as well?
Polo as well, but here in Islamabad there isn't anybody, and I haven't any horse.
Okay, fine. So you have your own horse?
Yes, I have my own.
The people who ride the horse, who play the polo, they call it, we call it jockey, or what do we call it?
Which thing, sir?
Like the person who is riding the horse, what do we call him? In your area, what do you call?
In our area,
yeah.
In our area we call the person like this polo player.
Only polo player.
Polo player.
Okay, right. So you are good at playing polo.
Yes, sure.
And how many matches you have played?
I have played more than 100 matches, including all the practice matches.
Mashallah, mashallah. Including practice and including the final matches. Fine. So what is the main thing during the polo we should keep in mind? Might be from the viewers, there are some polo players.
Sir, actually, to be honest, playing polo in Chitral and Gilgit is very tough and difficult because there isn't any rule.
Okay.
So that is freestyle polo.
Right.
So the first thing you have to keep in your mind while playing polo is to ensure your safety.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That is
the main thing.
Main thing.
First of all, your own safety, then the game.
Then the game.
Okay, because it's quite risky. You are
quite risky, and there isn't any rule, so the people will hit you by the sticks.
Even people hit you?
Yes, sir.
And your horses as well?
Sure, yes. That is very difficult.
It happens like in football and in hockey.
Like
what
this,
people do. It is same like that.
Same like that.
Okay, fine. This is the end of your speaking test. You are good at spoken, mashallah. You can easily get 6.57. If you just have the good vocabulary words, then you can touch 7 as well. Otherwise, your 6.5 is confirmed.
Thank you, sir.
In your speaking part 1, and same is the case you have to do in your speaking part 2. In speaking part 2, you know, continuously you have to speak for 2 minutes. Then part 3, you have to prolong your answer until 30 seconds, 40 seconds. So you can easily get 6.57. But the thing is practice.
Okay,
practice. You have to practice a lot.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.